Welcome to the Kool, the Kareem Matthews podcast. I'm Kareem Matthews. I'm here with my dude, my boy, my Ramley, point guard extraordinaire, UCSD alumni, angry Laker fan, and fake ass DJ, Mr. Rodney Lusian. What up, my dude?
Yeah, man. I'm all that. I'll be.
Yeah,
I'm good, man. How you?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I had to add the fake ass DJ. You know what I'm saying? You
Man,
reminded me of that last week, and I was like, yeah, that has to be added.
right. Shit, I ain't even been a fake DJ these last few. I got to
Nah,
get
but you
on
killed
my
it.
job.
You killed it them first few weeks though. You know what I'm saying? Them fight songs was right on point. Then the Laker theme music, you know what I'm saying?
And that's what killed it. Like when the Lakers lost, because I think we did the theme music twice. And I felt
Oh,
like,
the Laker theme. Cause we did the fight songs for at least 3 weeks.
right. The fight
You see?
song, I'm cool with. Like, I don't feel like that jinxed us.
Oh, you think the Laker theme music did? Why?
Because the theme music, I want to say, the first time I did theme music, the Lakers hadn't played yet, so I think they went out, did game one, and lost. Um, and then by the time we came back, we was down 3-1.
Before you played it?
Huh?
Before you played it?
So I played it. The first time I played it was before the series started.
Right.
We
Okay.
lost game one.
Mm.
Already in my head, I'm like, all right, like I'm tempting fate. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get like the real theme music.
Which you did.
And that's when we was down 3-1. Like that
Mm.
was that was that Monday after we lost our chip, and it was we was down
Mm.
3-1. I played the shit. And then them dudes went out and lost the next night.
So you done with the Laker theme music? It's the point.
Yeah, dude. I'm always gone.
Nah, hold to the superstitions. I get it because we got them for all the teams. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For every team we root for, it's something that we be like, yeah, see, we shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? Or we need to keep doing that when we need a big win. We watch it a certain way. So
Cause
you know what I'm saying?
I see you got your Dodger shit on. I got mine on.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, I get
I've
it. That's why
had
I was just
I've had Dodger music lined up. Like whenever we came on air after the Lakers was out, I had Dodger theme music lined up. And I was like,
mm.
yeah, let me
Well,
hold off for a second.
well, going to the White House already killed it for them. The Dodger theme music can't be no worse than them appearing at the White House. Because since then, you know what I'm saying, it's been all bad. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's where I'm going next when I get back on my game. But
It's Dodger theme music. And plus that's coming down the road. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be at the point where we need to play that. You know what I mean?
right.
Baseball's forever. They just starting up.
For real.
But yeah, I was just looking at the Jason Tatum shit, but it's been a crazy day in hoop. You know what I'm saying? They had the draft lottery before everything even started, which shook the world pretty much, the basketball world at least. I'm like, come on. The Mavs won. Their chances of winning was 1.8%. I mean, that's yo, like
They
that's
were
That's almost impossible. Like anything you in that you only have a 1.8% chance, you know what I'm saying? They got to put out some examples of what kind of odds that is. But that's like the kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's like getting struck by lightning on back to back days or some shit like that. Like that's your percentage of that, you know what I'm saying? And the
right.
only way they got that is because they lost the playing and shit. Because if they had got in, they wouldn't have been in the lottery. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They lost the first game. No, they won their
They
first game
won.
against
Right,
Sacramento
right.
and then
And then
lost.
lost to Memphis. Right. Yeah, nah, you know the conspiracy theorists are out. I mean, they are loving this. Like I love it because usually all that shit is pointed towards us. You know what I'm saying? I love a big NBA conspiracy where they not pointing at us. You know what I'm saying? But they all over this. And they saying how this is one of the biggest NBA conspiracies ever, if it really is, because the shit took months. You know what I'm saying? Like they had to promise this to Nico when that trade went down.
Mm.
So he been having to hold this for months. And they saying that's why he acted the way he was acting. Cause all through it, niggas was like, Nico fucked up. He was basically like, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like he was doubling down on I traded Luka, you know what I'm saying? Like, and now they like now, you know what I'm saying? Knowing what he knew, and it's making sense why he was acting how he was acting. He was
Wow,
like,
they're
man,
taking it all the way back there.
they like, man, he was like, I'm just a front man, all right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all about to see what's gonna unfold. Because they was like, when it happened, he didn't even want to do a press conference. Like when they traded
Right?
Luka.
Oh,
Like first they did like a private press conference where they didn't allow no media, you know what I'm saying?
right.
But they basically was like Nico stood firm the whole time when everyone was like, come on, man, you can't even stand firm on that. You know what I'm saying? Which makes it even more like he knew what was coming. Cause they like tonight, Nico looking like, you know what I'm saying? Nico looking real cool, like, yeah, I told y'all, you know what I mean? But nah. And then they was talking about how Cleveland lost LeBron, they got Kyrie, and they were saying how David Stern always wanted um, basketball in New Orleans. Like
Mm.
that was one of his big things was to keep basketball in New Orleans. So then they lost Chris Paul, they got AD.
Mm.
Then then they lost AD, they got Zion. You know what I'm saying? And then there was another one. But like every time a franchise at the NBA, you know what I'm saying, is trying to make happy for some shit that just went wrong with them, they get the number one pick. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't know. The conspiracy theorists are like saying they told Dallas, y'all trade your best player to our biggest market and we gonna get y'all Cooper Flag. Like they basically saying that was the promise. And so that's why Nico was acting like he was acting. And now he looks a little bit, I'm gonna say vindicated, but he don't look as bad and Dallas ain't as mad. You know what I'm saying? Because now they talking about they can flip the pick. They don't even have to take Cooper Flag. You know what I'm saying? They can trade it for Giannis. And if they got Giannis and AD for Luka,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? You can start to forget about Luka. I mean, I don't know if they ever will, but if you get AD and Giannis for Luka, that's fair value, man.
Wow. Yeah, I hadn't. I hadn't thought about the conspiracy levels to the nth degree that you laying out. To the point where they was putting this on the table back before the Luka trade was made. Um,
I mean, because how do you explain a 1.8% team winning the lottery, though?
yeah, but I feel like out of the top four teams in the lotto, three of them wasn't supposed to be there. You got
Right,
San
right,
Antonio,
Philly.
Philly.
And
Like,
that's what they were saying. They took care of 3 of their teams.
if you can call that taken care of.
I mean, San Antonio about to get hooked up. They got 2 and they come back in like 14.
Right, but I mean, teams don't even build through the draft no more.
OKC did.
Yeah, but Shea
From
is
that Paul George trade.
Shea is the crowning jewel of that.
I mean, I want to almost say he was like a draft pick for them, though. I mean, they got him early in their career from a trade. You know what I'm saying? Like he grew with their draft picks, and then they got the draft picks in that trade that turned into like Jay Will. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they drafted Chet. I don't know. I think it still can be done. I mean, especially because you building around Wemby.
Yeah, I just don't know what else. I mean, I don't know. I could be overreacting to this trash ass rookie class.
Oh, right.
Said.
Nah, definitely. But we knew that coming in though.
And I know outside of Cooper Flag, I know the dudes that's supposed to go, in the
Ron
top.
Harper's son, right?
Right. It's them 2 dudes from Rutgers and it's a dude from Baylor.
Mm.
And it's like none of them.
You don't like Ron Harper's son?
I mean, he cool, but I don't even think they made the tournament. They didn't make the tournament.
I mean, that ain't, you know what I'm saying? That ain't got much to do with the NBA, you know what I'm saying?
Obviously not.
How that's going to translate to the league, though.
Obviously not, but
you think that if they really that dope, they should be going?
That's a part of, I mean, first of all, why are you going to Rutgers?
Didn't his brother go there?
Right. But his brother should have been at Rutgers.
That was his level.
Right. Them other 2 dudes should not have been there. Like, that was a come up for Rutgers, and Rutgers still didn't do shit with it. So, I mean, I get the Cooper Flag part of it, and even that's debatable.
Wait, you get the Cooper Park flag of what?
Because that's my thing. Like, the dudes you laid out, you said New Orleans got AD and Zion. Cleveland got Kyrie, but that was not, that wasn't tank worthy. Like Kyrie.
He wasn't?
No. I mean.
He was the consensus number 1 and only played 1 game.
Right. But I don't even think he was number 1 in his class. I'm going to look that up too.
I was about to say, I don't know. Well, he was up there though. He was known.
He was McDonald's for sure.
I mean, going to Duke and then not being able to not play and still be number 1. I don't know, but either way, the NBA has hooked them teams up. You know what I'm saying? To at least because the owner of Dallas supposedly was trying to move them to Vegas.
Oh, right.
So that's why she's trying to bottom them out. You know what I'm saying? So the NBA is trying to get them to stay in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? The NBA don't want her moving them to Vegas. That's why the NBA is like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to force y'all to rebuild this roster here. You know what I'm saying? Either y'all keep this pick or trade it for something good.
Right. Cooper Flag is, I mean, he ain't on Zion's level.
Nope. I don't think he's on any of those dudes' level. Any of them other number 1s. I think he has a bust component in him that's higher than them other dudes had. Zion had one too, and Zion is only a bust because he eat too much. When Zion play, he kills. Like even in that series against us, he got hurt in that game, we put them out, or they may have won that game. He was killing us. So that's why Zion has been shaky, but I think Cooper Flag has a bust possibility in him that if I was Dallas, I would trade the pick because Dallas ain't a rebuild team anyway. He ain't in the same. His window is not AD and Kyrie's window. Like AD and Kyrie is in the same window. You know what I'm saying? So drafting this kid, you know what I mean? Like he years away. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be with some young dudes that he can grow with. You know what I mean? If I was Dallas, I would get up off that pick, get you something that you already know what it's about. You know what I'm saying? To go with what you already got. That's going to put them closer to winning than bringing in Cooper Flag and having him play what, third, fourth wheel behind AD and Kyrie and whoever else. You know what I'm saying? That's not what, you know what I mean? That's not going to make them better, way better instantly. What's going to make them way better instantly is flipping that pick for G.I. Giannis. Y'all add G.I. Giannis with AD and Kyrie? Okay, now y'all talking about something. You know what I'm saying? But you think Cooper Flag going to come in and just big boy AD and Kyrie?
No.
Hell no. Ain't no way. That would stunt his growth.
If he's that dude, like, if he's that dude, they gonna sniff around the idea of let's keep him and let's see if he can come in on whatever level we need him to be on.
To make us a contender?
I mean, if he's anywhere near what them other dudes was, if he's anywhere, we laid out, what's old boy from Orlando?
Oh, Banchero.
We laid out a Banchero as like his
baseline.
Right.
And I don't even think he gonna reach that. Banchero's real.
I'm saying you add a Banchero or a Lauri Markkanen
to what Dallas
already got.
Is that better than adding a Giannis?
No.
To what they already got? And see, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I mean, I low key know why Milwaukee would entertain it, but
Giannis is on the market. Giannis has said, I am open to being traded. He had never said that before. You know what I'm saying? Giannis getting moved. And they talking about the Lakers being in it, but I'm like, we don't have enough. Because if Dallas say we giving y'all the number one pick, that's worth more than Austin Reeves and Rui. Because that's what they talking about our package for Giannis would be. I don't even want Giannis with us. Like, if we could get Giannis, I don't want him. With the Lakers, I wouldn't. Because I feel like first, to get him, we would have to purge the roster. You know what I'm saying? And then, what we don't need with Luka is less shooting. Like, Giannis, you know what I'm saying? Giannis don't spread the floor. Like, Giannis do similar shit than LeBron, but at least LeBron can stretch the floor. Like, I don't think Giannis is a perfect fit for us. You know what I'm saying? And then for what we would have to give up, and then the fact that they gonna get offered the number one pick for Giannis. Would you take the number one pick, or would you take Austin Reeves and Rui? A package of that. I mean, I'm being honest. I'm serious. Like, what do you think is the better package?
Nah, I'd have to look at that package. If you give me 3 starters,
Austin Reeves and Rui,
and
probably connect, yeah, and probably connect. You know what I'm saying? You would take that over the number one pick for Giannis. You would think about it.
I would think about it. Like, okay. I'd have to really have a real firm understanding of what Cooper Flag was going to be.
So, but I think Milwaukee building around Cooper Flag would be perfect. Milwaukee, come on. They would eat Cooper Flag up. They would love him. And that's a place he would get a chance to grow. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be that pressure to come in here and help us win a championship now. Because if they get up off Giannis, they know they're not a championship contender no more. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be looking for somebody. I mean, I guess building around Austin Reeves and Rui, they could do that. I think them building back around Cooper Flag would be much better for Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? But nah, they talking about we gonna be trying to get Giannis. I don't know. But the rumor mill is already on and popping. Because they talking about because they talking about a big man for the Lakers.
Right.
Like who's gonna be our big man next year. So they saying Daniel Gafford.
I heard that today.
And they were saying for Austin.
Right. And who's to play, John Ireland was like, nope, we can get something better for Austin.
But now the thing is Austin gotta go to get
Right.
that.
Oh yeah, no, it was Bill Plaschke wrote something in the LA Times. I started to send it to you.
Oh, I heard him. I heard him. He was on the radio talking about the article.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I heard him today.
Yeah.
Nah, he broke it down. And he was saying everyone loves Austin. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, he's not athletic enough. It's crazy because I was saying.
And you were saying.
Yeah. I was just about to say, I was saying a lot of the same shit. You know what I'm saying? When I heard him saying what he was saying in that article, I was like, man.
Because when he said, at some point, he was like, he has to go to get us our third dude. And our third dude has to be a big. And when I read that, that's when I was like, I need to send this shit to Reem.
Yeah. He said if he's not going to be that third dude.
Right.
And he said he showed us in that series he's not that third dude. He said they put bigger, more athletic dudes on him. He said he's not that tall. He's not that athletic. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Bill, did you listen to our last episode? And it's funny because of that exact scenario right there made me really start falling in love with McDaniels. I keep going back to this. I did not realize he's 6'10".
Yeah.
That's who they had on Austin.
Right.
Like, we need a dude like that.
We've been after a dude like that since we won our chip.
And you know what? He wasn't quite that dude, but that's similar to a Kuzma. Like, Kuzma doesn't play.
When we won our chip, we played Denver in the Western Conference Finals, and they had Jeremy Grant. And LeBron was hollering at Jeremy Grant as the series was ending. Everybody was like, oh, LeBron trying to get Jeremy Grant on clutch. And, then he went somewhere in the Eastern Conference and was quietly killing. Now he at Portland. I feel like the smoke is off him enough where we can slide him in. But he's Jake McDaniels part one. Like, Jake McDaniels is still trying to get
to where Jeremy Grant is. How tall is Jeremy Grant, though? I didn't think he was 6'10".
He might be 6'8", but he long. Like, he long enough. Like, you ain't gonna – he was –
That's what I like about McDaniels is he's low-key super long. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can put him on basically 1 through 4.
Right.
I don't know.
Jeremy Grant would swallow Austin Reeves up the same way. Oh, they got him.
McDaniel did.
They got him at 6'7".
Okay. I became a big McDaniel fan, man.
But who Ireland was saying was like Austin Reeves would get us more than Gafford. he was like, I think we could get DeAndre Ayton with that.
I've heard that. I've heard us getting DeAndre. Huh?
That would be a come up.
You think?
I do.
I've heard us getting DeAndre Ayton. I mean, I never really thought about who it would be for, but if it's for Austin, but I've heard DeAndre Ayton. And I mean, he would fit. I don't know if it's a come up, but I guess that's, that's what's out there.
Compared to some of them other dudes you was mentioning, like the dude from Milwaukee.
Oh,
or
Brook
Walker
Lopez.
Kessler.
Brook Lopez. Like, he's the favorite in Vegas to be our starting center next year.
Walker Kessler.
You like DeAndre Ayton better than him?
I like DeAndre Ayton over everything out there except Jared Allen or
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jackson.
Okay. Now, I've heard DeAndre Ayton, and I mean, again, that's the market. Like, he's, at the top of the market that's of what's out there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was a number one pick over Luka.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, nah. So you like that, huh?
I do. I think. I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like this is all going to be a lot to do about nothing.
Nah. Well, wait. What?
I don't think.
What's going to be? Let me before.
I think Cooper Flag going to end up playing for Dallas. I think Giannis going to stay in Milwaukee. Like, I feel like that, and this ain't necessarily the way the NBA has been going. Like, there have been major moves, I feel like, every summer.
I'm about to say every year.
I just don't know that it's going to continue to. I mean, I felt like some of it happened during the season. Like, Luka's already moved. AD's already moved. Like,
well, that shows you that Dallas is willing to make a bold move. Like, you think all of a sudden now Nico's going to be like, no, I ain't trading no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's it. I'm just going to draft. Now Nico probably like, man, watch this. Y'all thought I was a thug before? I'm flipping these picks.
Yeah.
There's no way that none of that movement happens. There's no way that Dallas stands packed, Giannis stays. I mean, so what's our big man situation going to be then? So then where does that leave us?
That's going to be the freakiest type shit of the summer.
Is our big man?
It's going to be like Austin Reeves and Rui for DeAndre Ayton. Like, it's going to be that kind of summer.
No, I don't think it is. I think it's going to be a big summer. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, Cooper Flag is a big name. Like, this definitely ain't like last year's draft. I don't think he's near Wemby, but that's, you know what I'm saying? That's where the hype level is in that realm. So I don't think there's a way that the number one pick could be in that realm, and it's just a type of summer. You know what I'm saying?
If Dallas drafted him and he go to the squad that drafted him,
yeah, maybe, but I don't think that's what's gonna happen.
That's run of the mill.
Nah, it is. That is, but I don't think that's gonna happen, and I don't think Giannis is staying in Milwaukee.
Because I think on our text chain, I think I was the first one to throw something out there, and even before the cat started to respond, my second text was gonna be, "This is perfect for him." Like, I think Kerry ended up saying that in the text chain. Shout out Kerry Rhodes. But he was like, this is perfect for Cooper. He ain't going to have to do no heavy load carrying. He going to go and just be able to slide in. And this is going to preserve the myth of Cooper Flag. Like, he's facing major exposure. Like, he's about to get fully exposed. And as I look at this mock draft, Canoopal is up to the 5th pick. That's where Utah is.
Oh wow. Okay. So they got Utah getting Knupel as they backup their consolation prize. We couldn't hook y'all up with Cooper, but here y'all go. Knupel.
Right. Yeah.
That's funny.
I don't know. I just feel like
I don't think it's the perfect place for him. I didn't know that was so. That's Carrie in the text chat. I didn't know who that was that responded that. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
don't think I don't think it is the perfect place for him. Okay, so that's my thing. So then the number one pick in the draft with all this hype, we trying to hide him as a rookie?
I mean,
They
it's
wasn't saying that about Wemby. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he ain't gotta do shit. Like when I hear that already, I'm thinking, are we talking about an undrafted free agent? Are we talking about that sounds like what you say about a steal. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like something you say about like Bronny. You know what I mean? Like he ain't gonna have to do shit, no heavy lifting. Like, well, why are we taking this dude number one? Like usually you take a dude number one because you need help doing the heavy lifting.
but
You supposed
not
you
Dallas.
supposed
Like
and that's
Dallas
why
could legit say, and Dorian, when he hear this, he gonna be like, exactly, Rob. But obviously, if Kyrie don't get hurt, then Dallas is. I mean, well, for one, Dallas ain't in the lotto, but Dallas is probably still playing right now. Like they probably in one of these series, quite possibly. They in one of these series trying to get to the conference finals. So I don't know. I feel like they
and
it's
again,
sacrilege for me to say like this is James Worthy. Like James Worthy coming to the Lakers, and granted, we had won the chip
I
the year
know
before, and that was Magic and Cap.
that
But
is sacrilege for you to say. You know what I'm saying? Because one, that's comparing James Worthy to Cooper Flag. And two, that's comparing these Mavs to the Showtime Lakers. You know what I'm saying? No, I can't go with either one of those. But see, Nas, all seriousness though, to me, that right there is even more to my theory of he's not on their timeline. You know what I'm saying? What you just explained is not where Dallas is at. They got veterans. Like you said, if they hadn't got hurt, they could be playing for, you know what I'm saying, and to get to wherever you think they can go, they would still be playing. It's how y'all feel if Tyree hadn't got hurt. So that does not sound like the timeline of a team that needs to bring in a rookie. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like the timeline of a team who, if you can flip that pick of that rookie for Giannis is on the timeline y'all talking about. That's why Giannis wants to leave Milwaukee because they on the timeline of more of having a Cooper Flag. You know what I'm saying? Where, yeah, all that stuff y'all saying, he ain't got to do no heavy lifting because it ain't nothing heavy to lift here. You know what I'm saying? We have no heavy blocks here in Milwaukee, Cooper. So take your time in growing. While in Dallas, I'm telling you, Nico needs to win. Dallas fans ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're not ready. They wasn't in rebuild mode. Nico threw them into that. You know what I'm saying? Dallas had just went to the finals. You think they fan base ready for a rebuild? Hell no. I
yeah,
mean,
I don't know that Cooper Flag is a rebuild. I ain't sold.
so you think he's ready to be plugged in into a contender?
Like I'm your top wing player. Like we got a point guard, we got a center, and
I'm one of your top three.
I'm a.
I'm one. So he needs to.
He
He's coming
ain't
in,
if he
huh?
ain't if he ain't ready for that, then what's waiting for him in Milwaukee is going to be far worse.
You think?
In terms of getting exposed, like if you can't come and operate in this world where AD and
I think it's way different being a top 3 player on a contender than it is the main dude on a trash squad. I think he can do that. I mean, he's not even on this level, but like LaMelo. And I don't even think Cooper Flag is as good as LaMelo, but LaMelo's I don't know how good LaMelo would be as a top 3 player on a good team. You know what I'm saying? Where we playing real games, LaMelo. You know what I'm saying? We playing games that really mean something. I don't know how good he would be in that role. But in the role as the number 1 dude on a trash squad, he getting his numbers. But when you watch him, his game is so inefficient. You know what I'm saying? Like he gets to shoot every time. He gets to pass when he wants to. So he gets his numbers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even think Cooper Flag is LaMelo, but I think if you give him his own trash squad, he can be better than he would be if you put him on a team and say, look, we trying to get to the Western Conference Finals, and we need you to be our 3rd dude. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we looking at Austin. Like, you not that. You know what I'm saying? That's where Cooper Flag has to come in, is what we saying, is at the level where Austin is trying to be right now. Because everybody says if you give Austin his own trash team, he can get 25 a game. He not doing that with us, though. You know what I'm saying? And then in them games where it really means something, he gets exposed. So Cooper Flag is what we said is Cooper Flag has to come in at that level.
and Austin Reeves level or better.
Right. Right next year for Dallas. For Dallas, it got to be AD, Kyrie, then you.
I think that's obtainable for him.
You do. Okay. That's okay. That's what I want to hear.
Whether it's obtainable for him in the league, I think it's obtainable for him to flash that in the draft process. Like, and I think as much shit as we talk about Nico, like he obviously can't fuck up again. I mean, you know, if it's for Giannis, then okay. You know, Milwaukee do that, that's on y'all. But if Cooper Flag go and become this dude where he's
no, I'm saying if Dallas keeps the pick, they taking Cooper Flag. It ain't like they gonna take somebody else.
Right. No, I
so
agree.
Then that wouldn't be Nico's fault if he flopped.
I'm saying if he trades Cooper Flag out.
Oh, for Giannis?
And Cooper Flag goes and becomes first team All NBA.
How long you think would that take?
It'd have to be within the first 2 or 3 years.
Okay. What do you think the odds of that are as opposed to you add Giannis to what Dallas has? Like, what do you think would end up as the better outcome? I mean, I'm asking seriously, like Dallas with Giannis over the next 3 years or Cooper Flag in Milwaukee over the next 3 years?
Nah, if I'm Nico, I'm taking Giannis. I don't know that Milwaukee does it. Like if I'm Milwaukee, I'm like, all right, what else? Like I'm gonna take this dude in hopes that he might one day scratch the surface of what Giannis is doing. Whereas
again, you just said he has. What was it?
I said he can be Austin Reeves. He can be a third wheel
within 3 years.
And I said that's Nico's nightmare. Like that's a situation that puts Nick. If Cooper Flag goes and is like, I'm everything y'all thought I was, and Nico, you traded me away within 3-4 months. You traded Luka, and you traded me. Like
and I'm saying that's what Milwaukee would be betting on. Milwaukee would be betting. Yeah, Milwaukee would be trading Giannis, betting on that's in there.
Milwaukee would be crazy as hell for just a straight up 1-on-1 Giannis for the one pick.
You think? I mean, they would get something else in there, but whatever else it was, it wouldn't be. You know what I mean? We
Even
giving
when
you
you
the one
first
pick.
said it, even when you first said it, my first thought was that ain't enough. Like you give it at first, I was like Cooper Flag and Kyrie, yes, but then I was like, well, shit, they already got
That's
Dame.
and that's 2 number 1 picks.
I mean, Kyrie is 15 years in.
Right, but I'm just saying though, he was a number 1 pick, and that's what I'm saying. If y'all can get something else, but what else are y'all? What
Who?
else y'all? You know what I mean? Other than a number 1 pick, like we don't have
Kyrie,
another one we can give y'all.
Kyrie and Cooper Flag for Giannis. Now
And
we
again, wasn't I? Didn't you say last week, Milwaukee is over a barrel?
yes,
Has
that's
that has that changed?
nah, and that's right, and that's why they would consider it.
I mean, they gonna have to, and that's why I'm saying they're not gonna get much more than the number 1 pick. Like what? Okay, player wise, we saying Austin and Rui. You know what I mean? Like,
And connect forward.
okay, my
Don't
bad, and
forget
connect. Like Milwaukee is not in a great position, and I don't see a lot of super packages out there. Like the Knicks may be in it. You can get Cat.
Mm. Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Giannis ain't 25 no more.
Mm.
Giannis pushing 30, right?
Oh, he's over 30.
Oh, is he?
I would.
Even worse. You know what I'm saying? If he's over 30, because then that puts him in AD range.
How old is Giannis? Oh, he's 30.
Okay. Yeah. I thought last season he was 29. So yeah, nah, that's what I'm saying. Like
That's a lot of prime left.
a lot.
I'm gonna say at least 5 years of prime.
Okay, 5. I say 5 max of prime. You know what I'm saying? That's Luka is 10 of prime if he, you know what I'm saying, if he gets in shape.
Championship shape.
Right, right. So that's what I'm saying. That's half of Luka's prime is Giannis. Like, I don't think Giannis is his package ain't as fat as you would think.
Mm.
Like Milwaukee ain't gonna get just no haul like you would think when you hear Giannis. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm like the number 1 pick, like it ain't gonna be many packages y'all get offered with more in it than that. You know what I'm saying? Again, the players we talking about is Austin and Rui. Austin was undrafted.
And connect
Oh
forward.
yeah.
You keep forgetting the
My
crucial.
king, my and connect. He said, and connect. Nah. I mean, again,
Or in Milwaukee, they would love Canoopal. Canoopal is from Milwaukee.
okay. Nah, and that's the thing. Like, I like Connect in the Memphis deal for Jaren Jackson
Mm.
because he went to Tennessee.
Mm.
I mean, he only went there for a year, you know what I'm saying? But still. But nah, I don't know. I think this gonna be an explosive off season. I can see fireworks because when you were saying that's why I was waiting when you were saying I think this just gonna be a regular off season because Palinka is on record saying we going big man hunt. Like he's on record. You know what I'm saying? So we making a move.
Yeah.
And if Giannis is on the market, That's what I'm saying. We're gonna play a part in driving Giannis's value. Because if it ain't no fat packages out there, then we will give y'all Austin and Rui and Connect. If y'all can't, if ain't nobody beating that, you know what I'm saying? Then okay, we will come in. I mean, and that's why I'm saying, like, the number one pick is one thing I can think that trumps that. But you don't think it does. You
Not
think it's
not by itself.
you think it's a debate. Well, I
Oh,
mean, it's not
okay, yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's not gonna be by itself, but whatever else it is ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be the number one pick in Kyrie. I don't even know if it would be the number one pick in like Gafford.
Right, right. Nah, I even if it were by itself, I'm thinking Cooper Flag versus Connect, Reeves, and Rui.
Mm,
You're gonna sit with that for a minute and weigh it out.
mm.
Like it ain't just gonna be automatically Cooper
Cooper
Flag.
Flag. Okay.
Unless you just trying to win the press conference. Like if you're trying to win the press conference, then yeah. Let me get this shiny new toy. But if you like legit like what's gonna be best for us basketball wise, you gotta sit with that for a minute.
Okay. Interesting. I think it's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? Because you've seen Rui and Austin Reeves. You haven't seen Connect. Let me not forget him. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. I don't believe it, but there is an unknown to Cooper Flag. You know what I'm saying? His upside is way higher than Austin Reeves and Rui. Like we've seen their upside, and that's part of the Austin Reeves thing is we've kind of seen him be exposed. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's what you would be buying in Cooper Flag is the hope of the unknown, like the potential of his ceiling. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in that, but I believe you could sell that to somebody. I believe there's somebody out there that's willing to take a flyer on what this dude's ceiling is. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's what Dallas needs to be in that market. You know what I mean? Because they not on the time. That's not their timeline. They got Kyrie and AD. Both of them is older, and both of them get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to be trying to win next season. Like that. That was part of Black's bet. He bet that they was gonna be better than Lakers this year and next year.
Mm.
I think for them to do that, for them to be better than the Lakers, they have a better chance to do that with Giannis than they do with Cooper Flag.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah. I if I and it's early, so just like they be putting out them way too early top 25s or whatever, season the night after the national championship game, they putting a way too early top 25 for next year.
Right.
My way too early reaction to everything that happened tonight is Cooper Flag plays for Dallas next year. Like
Mm.
I think
Okay. Now we got that on record, and I will go back and find it for next year. And I'll go on record saying my way too early reaction is Cooper Flag will not play for the Mavs next year. So we both got on, you know what I'm saying?
we
We
both
somebody gonna be right. We set it up where one of us we will have clickbait because one of us will be correct. You know what I'm saying? But I think for how Nico has already operated and where if he can trade Luka, he sure can trade the rights to Cooper Flag. You know what I'm
he
saying?
can. He can.
Especially if it brings you back Giannis. Because Giannis fits in your time frame. He pacifies your fan base for the next few years. You know what I'm saying? It'll shut them right up. Giannis, AD, and Kyrie, like shit.
And now I agree. If I'm Nico and I can flip that number one pick for Giannis, I do it.
Okay.
I just don't think it's gonna be that
You
easy.
don't think it's worth that?
No, if I'm Nico, I do it. Yeah, on Milwaukee's side, I
Yeah.
don't know.
You
It takes
yeah, you,
I don't know that
you don't
Milwaukee.
think for Milwaukee, you think Giannis is worth more than the number one pick in this draft? Wow.
And I think
I think that's one of the highest offers they would get. I mean, but you think Austin Reeves, Rui, and Connect is a fair deal?
no, I didn't say fair.
Oh, equivalent to the one pick.
Yes, I Milwaukee to me, and maybe I'm over evaluating Giannis, but yeah, I think Milwaukee is crazy to do any of these deals. Giannis for Cooper, Giannis for the Lakers 3.
Well, you said last week they over a barrel.
Right. And
That's why these deals got to be made. Because that's what I was saying with that list of big men that the Lakers wanted. It's not just a wish list. It's dudes that have teams that are over a barrel. And that's how the NBA is. Some of these markets, you know what I'm saying, they get put in position where it's like, dude, you can't keep that dude. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not gonna get market value. Y'all gonna get what we give y'all. You know what I mean? And y'all gonna keep it pushing. So I think the number one pick in a draft where they're hyping the dude for a 30-year-old star that says he wants to bounce is, I can't say fair value, but teams have done way worse. You know what I'm saying? Having to come up off their best player. You know what I mean? So, but well, if that's the case, I don't know how they move Giannis. Because what else are y'all gonna get? What other bigger packages is out? Well, I mean, I can't even say that because somebody would probably come with a nice big package. But I can't think of what team has, good young assets that would make Milwaukee like, oh yeah, that's better than the potential of Cooper Flag. It's funny because in that text chain, you was like the number one pick for Luka. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Everything will come full circle.
right.
Dallas get Luka back.
Nico's like, right. I
Uh,
fleeced I fleeced the Lakers.
Rob,
I just fleeced AD, fleeced they ass for AD. Now
we got AD and Luka.
right with Kyrie.
We don't have to max Luka.
That was Rob's point.
Yeah. Yeah. That was crazy. I was like, ooh, that would be freaky right there. You know what I'm saying?
The
But then
Lakers
we would be stuck with the Cooper.
buyer's remorse.
Then we would be stuck with the Cooper Flag potential.
Yeah.
That's all we would get.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? I
right.
don't want that.
Right.
If we flipping Luka, give me Giannis. You know what I mean? That's the route I'm going because again, I feel like I want the known. Give me the known NBA commodity. I'm not betting on no potential. You know what I'm saying? Not no, well, at least not Cooper Flag. I mean, I honestly wouldn't even bet on Wemby's potential over Giannis.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
right. Nah, and that's the way the NBA is right now, or not even just right now, but for the last few years. Like, I mean, the draft is a joke now. I feel like, I mean, they not valuing these draft picks. Like, it's tons of trades even after the picks are made. I mean, and this goes all the way back. Like, shit, we could go back to the Kobe draft where they like, all right, nigga, give us. I mean, I don't know. It's Chris Webber and Anthony Hardaway getting swapped on their draft night. Yeah, Luca and Trey Young. Like, I don't know. It's out of the draft is not what
Crapshoot.
teams are valuing right now. And when I look at this year's draft, because you were like this top four with San Antonio and Philly who jumped in, all getting hooked up, and I'm looking at these mocks.
And you like hooked up with what?
Right, like Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, dude from Baylor, Canooples, the fifth pick, is some point guard from Oklahoma. I mean,
Oh yeah,
it's
he's nice.
Jeremiah Fears,
Right. That's that light skinned dude, right?
6'4", point guard.
Yeah, he was cool. He scored.
Did we?
How many he averaged?
I didn't see. Um,
No, I actually remember him. He was cool. So he's top five?
nah, he's after Canooples.
Mm.
He's the sixth pick, and then the seventh pick is some dude named Trey Johnson, who was a freshman at Texas this year.
Who's
So
the next KD?
the first seven is all freshmen, with Cooper Flag being, I mean, they all wings. They either all point guards or wings. Shit, the eighth pick is this point guard from Illinois.
Mm.
That's he a Euro, so I no telling how old he really is.
Nah, I mean that's what you want. You want a young wing. You know what I'm saying? That's shit. That means this is gonna be a decent draft.
Mm.
Because one or two of these dudes gonna pan out.
On what level? Like,
I mean, that's the thing. That's where it's gonna be decided what level they rise to. But like last year, it was a bunch of Euro dudes. You know what I'm saying? It
okay,
was like,
right,
you know, what's they ceiling? But these 19-year-old freshmen,
right. I like the dude from Maryland. They got him going 11th to Portland.
he a
Like,
freshman.
he ran for
Right.
Cooper Flag in high school.
Mm,
Like,
okay. Because they did a thing about Cooper Flag's senior year team. And they was all, you know what I'm
right.
saying?
They all did major work this year too.
This year, right? Nah, this year because they were once they were showing the dudes like three of them was like in the final four.
Um, gosh, why can't I remember the other dude? Yeah, I mean, one went to Maryland. Where did this other dude? Oh, the other one went to Georgia. Oh, Liam McNeely went to UConn.
Okay.
So they was all major, like Liam McNeely, Asanul, who went to Georgia. He's 6'10". Derek
Mhm.
Queen is the dude that was at Maryland, and he was killer.
Right.
Like, I felt like they were sleeping on him. His point guard was at Baylor,
And him.
and then Kool. That was their five. They all came in as starters this year on tournament teams.
Baylor, UConn, Duke.
Maryland and Georgia.
Uh,
I had Georgia going deep in the tournament too.
right. Nah. So yeah, you want one of those kind of players. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's a bunch of them in this draft. A few of them they gonna pan out.
They got Walter Clayton Jr. going 28th now to Boston.
Wow. I hope that don't happen.
They got the big from Duke going 20th to Miami. The Lakers don't have a pick.
Damn.
Who else got picks, man? I'm
That we
ready.
can trade.
I'm ready to flush. Let's just
Our
go.
roster.
Huh?
Our roster.
Right. LeBron and Luka. Fuck it. We just going with Cooper Flag. Give us his high school five.
For LeBron and Luca.
Right.
To LeBron and Luca, we want Cooper Flag's high school starting five.
Right.
Ah,
Three of whom are lotto,
mm,
four of whom are first round, and the only question is the point guard that was at Baylor.
mm.
I don't know if he coming out, but
That's crazy.
he
He
was a
said three. He said three of them are lotto. Don't get it twisted. You're not getting the. This not as lopsided deal as you think.
right.
You're getting 3 lottery picks, 4 first-round picks, and possibly 5 for
Yeah,
40-year-old LeBron and Luca.
and a fat for old fatties.
I don't think that would fit in the trade tracker.
Yeah, and LA would lose their mind.
Right. We not with the rebuild because we kind of had that scenario a few years ago with Randall and them. Randall and Ingram and Josh Hart and BI and you know what I'm saying? That's like that.
D'Angelo,
Right.
Lonzo.
Zubac.
Mm. A dope squad.
Today,
Yeah, Genie.
and none of them have won though. Like none of them have went anywhere else and become a champion where you like, okay, see, he could have did that with us. So that's the point that I'm always like, well, they didn't become, champions. If that would be one thing, we got a chip out of it. All that was for AD, you know what I'm saying? And as much as we hated AD, we did get that chip out of it. And not that we hated AD, but he was just so damn fragile.
Right.
Well, shit, before we wrap up, I got to bring up these Celtics. You know what I'm saying? We can't get out of here without bringing up these damn Celtics. Because they just lost to the Knicks tonight. So they down 3-1. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we was a disappointment. No doubt about it. Again, and it's funny because Plasky spoke about that too. Plasky spoke about, I don't know if that was in the article, but like I was saying, he talked about his article on the radio, and he got into JJ. And he was saying how all year he thought JJ did great. He gave JJ love, you know what I'm saying? He said, but he said the playoffs was a failure. He said what JJ did in the playoffs was a failure. And that's what I was saying about the grade. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I feel like our playoffs dropped our season, our whole thing grade down 1. You know what I'm saying? At the beginning, I would have given the whole package a B. But after what we did in the playoffs, I had to give it a C. You know what I'm saying? So if our playoffs lost our whole grade a grade, what does the Celtics shit do? I mean, they're not dead yet, so we can't bury sand on them, but shit, they was the 2 seed. Well, actually, we was the 3 seed, so that wasn't that big of a difference. But like you said, going in, it was them and Cleveland coming out the East. Like no other, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was talking about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And them or Cleveland don't look like they're going to even make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. So again, when our season ends, it's Armageddon, but we can't let the Celtics just slide out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't just bow out 3-1 and it's like, oh well, who's you know what I mean? Who Miami? No. We need to give this the right amount of disgrace that it deserves. You know what I'm saying?
When did what's that fake Kobe? I can't remember. Nobody named the name. Tatum. When did he get hurt?
That was in the 4th. That game was over. You know what I'm saying? Like it's funny because I was about to be like that was like Donovan Mitchell because you saw his injury.
Down 40, right?
Yeah, and he came out. You know what I'm saying? He came out at the half and looked up at the scoreboard like, oh shit. Because when he did whatever he did with his ankle didn't even move.
Right.
When he decided my shit is hurt, like it wasn't like you saw it twist. You know what I mean? It stayed firm on the ground the whole time, and he was just like, "Oh, no, I can't go." You know what I'm saying? He came out, looked up at the scoreboard, and was like, "Oh, we down 40? Shit." And that's the same thing with Tatum. And they were showing that early. Like he may really be hurt, but him getting hurt is not why they lost. Like the game was already, you know what I'm saying? They're probably down 9 with 3 minutes left when he went down.
Mm. No, that's the only way they could ease out of this season and not get held fully accountable is if Tatum has fucking ruptured his Achilles or something.
And he might have.
Right.
But I still don't think that that's going to be. Y'all was already down 3-1. You know what I'm saying? When that happened.
That's nigga LeBron tried the same shit.
Right.
Talking about my MCL.
Right. Grade 2. A grade 2 MCL. And it was crazy because they went and did all the research on what is a grade 2 MCL. And basically, if he really had that, he wouldn't even been able to walk, let alone finish the last 7 minutes. Because I said that when he did it. Remember, I was like, he finished the game.
Right. But
you know what I'm saying?
He tried. Like he tried to steal the light from our crash landing to be like, oh well, yeah, nigga, I was hurt. Like,
right. I wouldn't have been able to play the next game.
And so that's what Boston is gonna get off. They're not gonna get held accountable if Tatum is hurt. If Tatum is hurt, that's all they're not gonna let you. They're gonna be like, we defending champs. I'm talking to William Jones in my head right now. We defending champs. We got 18 chips, and our best player got hurt. Like, that's an impenetrable. You ain't gonna get that 3. You ain't gonna get.
I don't understand what the first 2 has to do with this season. We're the defending champs, and we got 18 chips. That ain't got nothing to do with y'all going out 4-1 to the Knicks. And see, that's the thing. We being a little premature because the series ain't over yet. You know what I'm saying? There is a chance that they could come back, but it's not. I don't know how many times it's happened. It don't happen often. You know what I'm saying? Where teams come back down from 3-1. So we could be eating crow on this in a week. We could come back on here like, damn, Boston came back. You know what I'm saying? But if they don't, if nobody holds them accountable, I'm gonna hold them accountable.
You putting me in a hell of a conundrum because I'm like, I wanna be able to hold Boston accountable too. So I'm sitting here in my head like I almost said like I hope Tatum's not hurt. Which low-key I could give a damn.
Right. Nah, because I don't think, to me, that don't make a difference. To me, that's almost like LeBron being hurt. At least with Tatum, he would miss 1 game. Right. LeBron didn't miss no games. But it's the same thing. When your injury happened, the series was already over. Like, you can't say your injury was a determining factor on the series. Boston, I want a lot of them to get that off. You know what I'm saying? Tatum got hurt too late in this game. You know what I mean? Like, y'all was already down 3-1 when he got hurt. So
I'm gonna sleep a lot better if they say he's done for the playoffs. Like, my bottom line, I want Boston out. I don't give a fuck. Accountable, unaccountable.
Just out.
Out, right.
Nah, and it's funny because I wasn't tripping that earlier. Remember, I wanted to play them. And you was like, nah, I just need them out. You know what I'm saying? But the moment we went out, that became my number 1 goal. You know what I'm saying? I need them out and I need the Warriors out. You know what I'm saying? But I need Boston out first and foremost. So today was a really happy day for me for them to go down 3-1. It don't be as joyous as when we win.
Right.
But there's still a good quality of joy when they lose. You know what I'm saying? And they're really the only other team like that. Like, for the most part, I just root for my team. Like, it ain't too many teams that I'm rooting against them winning. Like, a lot of people root against the Lakers winning. Like, that's joy for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The only team I feel like that about is the Celtics.
Pretty much. Like I would prefer Golden State not win, but I ain't fully invested in that. Like,
And that's for me, that's a new thing.
right.
That's like a 2000s thing when they tried to take over for us. Our colors, the style of play. They brought a lot of our fans over when we was down, and our fake Laker fans like, oh, I'm with the Warriors now. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason that hatred came. But the Celtics is from childhood. You know what I'm saying? It's from youth.
Right. Right.
That hatred runs deep.
Nah, I mean, hopefully you ain't put the kibosh on nothing.
Right. Now that's why I kept saying this series ain't over. You know what I'm saying? New York still got work to do, but hopefully the next time we come on, we can do the full obituary.
Send them.
Right. We can do the full gone fishing for them.
Nah, you know I'm with it.
Right.
100% with it.
Right. Now you brought me over because again, at first I was like, nah, I want to beat Boston. But now that we are, I was like, I don't want Boston sniffing the final. Any final, Eastern Conference or NBA. Like this is far enough for them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Especially with Indiana looking like they're gonna take Cleveland out. Cause that was,
Mm,
you know, maybe I was gonna be wrong about that too. Cause I'm like, I don't think Indiana can beat Boston. But Indiana's like, nigga, we ain't Boston who?
right. They ain't gonna be in it.
Right.
We can beat the Knicks.
Right. Nah.
Nah.
New York, Indiana would be perfect.
Optimal. Right.
And I
Optimal.
have to go on and run with Indiana. If New York win, okay. But I'm, you know, it's only so much of them I can take too. Like they honestly feel like you see all the ex players that be at the games.
Oh, I know. All in the front row.
I'm
They
like,
like a gang.
right.
Larry Johnson, John Starks.
Spreewell, you
Oakley wasn't there. Oh, right. Because they had kicked Oakley out.
right. Uh, Walt Frazier,
Well, he worked for them though, right?
but not during these games. These
Oh
games,
yeah, that's right. He said not during these games. Right. But he's like they Michael Thompson.
right. He was singing Alumni Row. And I mean, it's cool, but for one, a lot of y'all didn't even play. I mean, like Stefan, I mean, you played for the Knicks, but you didn't do work.
Oh, he was there?
Yeah, he's
Mo-
always there. He's the
Marbury?
yes.
Wow.
He does the most.
I did not know that. He ended up in China.
Right? I
But
mean,
now he back at Knick games.
he was trash with the Knicks. Like that was
Right. That
homecoming.
deal killed them.
Right. Right. So I mean, once again, if they're gonna take Boston out, I'm with it.
Right. Nah, because I'm confident they won't win it. You know what I'm saying? I'm confident they do this work, even if they make it to the finals. I feel like whoever come out the West would get Indiana or New York. You know what I'm saying? So I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Give me that Indiana, New York Eastern Conference Finals, please. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll worry about the finals when it happens, see who do come out the West.
Right. Now,
Because I still got my money on Denver.
mm, right. They the only series that's 2-2.
Mm. And the whole thing, huh? Both sides.
Everybody else is about to go out in 5, hopefully.
Right. Damn, I didn't think about that. So they're gonna be tired. And that's Denver's problem right now. Is they just coming off a 7-gamer.
And they said they don't play that many people.
Right, because that's what I was just about to say. Denver, like, we got the same championship team, except the bench. So now what we gonna do is we just gonna play 6 dudes. And that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have KCP, they don't have Bruce Brown, and and the old dude that had the heart shit from Celtics. From Georgetown.
Oh, Jeff Green.
Yeah, him. And they don't have him. You know what I'm saying? So that was the bench on the championship squad. So now they just play them, but they still got the starters. So now they just play them and Russ. Saying they're the only 6 dudes that play pretty much. Well, Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown is considered a starter now. You know what I'm saying? He took over like the KCP role.
All right, the white boy.
Yeah. Who's cool?
Yeah, he is.
But it's them and Russ. You know what I'm saying? That's all that play. But I'm like, that's the championship nucleus, basically. You know what I mean? But that's the thing, they wear down. Like they've been wearing Joker down, and I've never seen before. But they doing it. Where he missing bunnies, like in the fourth quarter, he not the same Joker.
Right. Nah, I don't like the sound of that.
You don't?
Nah.
Yeah. I don't like the sound of that. I think it's enough to get them by this series.
Yeah, I mean, just for the long term.
Right, nah, and that's why when you said everybody about to finish up, they the only one 2-2. I was like, oh damn, that's not good because that's what's killing them now. Because that's what they keep talking about. Them having to go through that 7-game series with the Clippers, it's showing up now. You know what I'm saying? OKC been relaxing this whole time.
Nah, and this one's probably gonna go 7-2.
Right. So then that
chilling.
right, I'm about to say, so then that next round, you know what I'm saying?
And Minnesota already feel like we got y'all card.
Right.
And that's a trip because that's all out of the same division. OKC, Denver,
and Minnesota. Damn. That's crazy. They don't do the division shit no more though.
Right.
But back in the day.
Right. Nah. It's just you never think of that division as a strong division. Like you think of us and the Warriors, you think of San Antonio and Dallas and they shit. And you always think of this, the North or whatever it's called, as like the weakest one.
Right.
And
they got
3 out of the last 4.
Right. They got 3 teams left. Yeah, now I'm watching the end of this shit, but Minnesota got Golden State down 16. This is how I felt like they should have been handling Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Not them close-ass games.
Right.
Well, yeah, shit, this probably a good jumping off spot. You know what I'm saying? We covered the couple little things we wanted to get in for this week. See, we got the schedule coming out on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be the next big, you know what I'm saying?
That's like Christmas in May.
Right. It's crazy how football, huh?
You sent me something saying the Rams is going overseas to play.
Yeah. Yeah, in London. Is that where it was? London?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Me either. Because Preston sent it to me. And the first thing I was like, this is a road game, right?
Right.
He was like, yeah. Yeah, I was like, don't count one of our home games for this shit.
Right.
Because they're already doing training camp in Maui.
Right.
And that's this year.
It's like mini camp. It's mini camp. It ain't training camp. I don't think they've announced where training camp's going to be, and it's a trip because they announced, like, they sent out some shit looking for interns, and I was telling my students to apply. It was like you're going to intern, you're going to be at Rams training camp. And I was like, y'all fucking apply so y'all can get me on the field. And I was trying to tell them, like, training camp probably going to be at Loyola Marymount. I I'm hoping that's where they're gonna do it again. But yeah, they're going to Hawaii for mini camp. Even
Okay.
DeMarco Farr was on the radio. He was like, I ain't going. Like, you know, the sideline reporter don't. This ain't. It ain't a
I'm
whole
not needed.
right. It ain't a whole lot for me to do out there in terms of what the Rams gonna be doing on the field.
Right.
So it's just a 2 or 3 day thinger.
Mm. Okay. Well, yeah, that's gonna be. We gonna definitely get into that probably next episode because that's by then the schedule will be out. You know what I'm saying? So, and plus they had a rookie mini camp a couple of days ago or this weekend.
Right.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. We gonna we gonna hop off here. You know what I'm saying? I'm Kareem, my boy Rod. This has been the Kool. We'll holler at y'all next time.